Hey everyone, welcome to a Horntail video on my mechanic. This will come as a bit of a surprise, but this is the last video you'll see of this mechanic on this channel for the time being. Largely just due to the fact that, I don't know, I was just getting sick of it in terms of just what it could do. So, yeah, well, my real reasoning is just at bosses like Horntail, Zachem, it's fine. Nothing really major. It's pretty standard with what you have to do, and I can do it pretty quickly. But then I think it was yesterday I tried out Pink Bean. I did my Pink Bean quests because I was planning on going on a run with the guys for Chaos Pink Bean today. So I did my mech time temple quests, and yeah, I just went through, and then I thought, oh, why don't I just try to see how I go against an actual Pink Bean for a solo, to see if I could actually do it. But I got through, the statues and everything fine, but when I got up to actual Pink Bean, with its damage reduction and everything, I didn't have enough DPS to knock it back, so it was just running around freely, and it was knocking me around, and it was just giving me a lot of grief, and I couldn't do it. And then I thought, well, if I can't really do it at normal Pink Bean, how am I going to be at Chaos Pink Bean? I know there'll be other people there and everything like that, but really I just couldn't really deal with a class that's like this, where I couldn't really pin it. So I guess I was happy with the mechanic at stationary bosses where they didn't move, but when it came to mobile bosses like Empress and things like that, it had become a lot more difficult, and really I'd prefer to just go back to my jet, play on that, work on my gear, work on other things, doing things like Hilla and Dojo and just things like that for fun, where I don't have any real dilemmas. The issue with my summons as well, especially, I'm losing damage there, and from what people are saying, it's they don't know of that issue. It's really, I'm the only one that's I seem to notice who's getting it. But yeah, that's just another annoying factor of it. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but I didn't really make this to be my main. It was only going to be a temporary main until Angelic Burster came out, which is probably a month or so away. So I'll just be preparing for that anyway, in terms of, because I went out and got some 20% one-hand attack scrolls, so they add on 7 attack instead of 5, and yeah, I'll just keep getting stuff like that, building up the money so then I can spend a lot of money on it at once. And yeah, it's just stuff that I need to work on to get ready for the next stage. So I don't really need to do that much upgrading to my gear. I just need to focus on getting the weapon, going on Empress runs and stuff with the guys, in order to get the Soul Shooter, I think it's called. And then get around to cubing it, scrolling it, enhancing it, and getting it ready just to use it when Angelic Burst comes out. I don't really want to be focusing on equips and stuff while I'm training it. I'm happy to upgrade equips once I've got it to 200 and everything. But yeah, I just want to have stuff that I can just put on it and use it straight away with no issue. So yeah, that's why the next couple of videos you'll see, I'll bring out a dojo video for my jet that I've just done. It wasn't that laggy, so I managed to complete it, and it's a reasonable time. It's about 20 odd seconds off my best, but that's just due to the extra little bit of lag from recording it, and plus I got screwed around by some of the bosses. But that'll be the next video to come out, along with just a few different things I'm going to try. So yeah, then I just thought I'd address some of the comments that, well, the first one I initially wasn't going to address, you know, I didn't address it in the comment section because I thought, well, you know, there's no real point addressing something like that, because it's just someone either through jealousy or I don't know what. But it's from you noobers, who says, no offense, but that isn't even impressive nowadays since this game has so many patches and updates. He's referring to I think the amount of 200s, because he commented on my comment that said I have 6 level 200 pirates now, so you know, saying that getting that many isn't impressive. And I thought about it, and yeah, I wasn't going to answer it, and then I figured, well, I wasn't really trying to impress anyone in doing all those 200s. It's really just to benefit my account, because as I explained before, when you have 6 of the same class, you get, well, if you have 3 of the same class at level 200 in the same deck, you get a unique effect, which you probably saw in my video last time that showed 8% ignore, and then if you have another 3, say another 3 pirates, that's another 8% ignore, so together that's 16% ignore, just from having that on the account. So that I'm getting that basically for free. Even like whichever character I play on, I get that automatically. So it's just stuff that I'm doing to benefit, you know, the characters that I play. So it's just setting up for Angelic Burst so that I've got the best of everything that I can get. So yeah, I got everything, well, I got 10 in the end because it was just a round solid number that I could get to, double digits, you know, and it just all happened to fall into place. So I really wasn't doing it to go, oh yeah, look at me, I've got, you know, 10 200s, no one's ever done this before, because I'm pretty sure people have done it before, but, well, maybe not in Bello, but yeah. So I don't know, I wasn't doing it to impress anyone, I was doing it to benefit my account, and that's really all I'll say on that question, statement. But yeah, and then someone else asked, how did you do that in, well, like, it was basically a year and 3 days that I got 10 level 200s. Lots of training. That's really all I can say. Just, you know, I took a few breaks in between, you know, a few like weeks or so off in between doing them. It really didn't feel like that much of a stretch, but yeah, it was just something that I wanted to do, so I did it. So yeah, but what I'm planning from, well, in the next month or so, yeah, because they still haven't given a time for when Angelic Burst is coming out, I'll focus on, when the weapon starts dropping, I'll focus on getting a weapon, and then I'll focus on scrolling it, and then enhancing it, and then cubing it, as well as getting some Acrom rings, because someone commented saying, you know, how do you have no rings on that? Like, I think I've only got 1 or 2 rings on the mech, which is, you know, my Dark Angelic Blessing and then my Almighty ring. And really what I want to do is make, you know, we'll make 2 Acrom rings and get 10% dex on both, because then that's an extra 20% added on, and then, you know, that's getting closer to 250% dex. But then also working on just getting some more PDR. So yeah, when it gets to, you know, bosses like at Chaos Pink Bean, I hit something like, on my jet I hit 200Ks with rapid fire. And to put it in perspective, Steve on Calmly hits cap. That's because he's just got, I think he said something like 150% PDR or something, you know, something crazy like that. Because he and I were standing next to each other when everyone else got seduced, so we took out the statues on the right, and yeah, it was yeah, I was hitting like 200, 300Ks, and he was hitting cap, and he asked me if I was wearing all my gear. I'm like, yes, I am, sadly. But yeah, it's stuff that I need to work on. You know, gear comparison, there really is a massive difference between, you know, what Steve and Matt have done and what I've done. So yeah, it's just stuff that I can work on. But yeah, just give me time. I'll work on stuff. Yeah, so that's really all that I've got to talk about, but keep an eye out for my jet. You know, yeah, like I said, dojo video, and a few different things. Yeah, I really want to try to do a pink bean solo on that thing. I might get it done eventually. I'll see how I go. But yeah, it'll just be, you know, cubing, bosses, just things like that coming out. And yeah, that's really it. Fast run on this thing. I haven't looked at the time that I got for the pre-revamp run, but it's almost just about the same. Major differences is just some of the skills that I've got, you know, hitting more, some of the buffs that I've got being better. But yeah, the mech was fun, don't get me wrong, it's just when it comes down to certain things that I wanted it to do, it didn't really do it that well. So that's really why I moved my gear off. But yeah, it's not long till I'll have to move everything off again for Angelic Burster. So yeah, it's only just stuff for me to mess around on while, you know, in the intermission, I guess. You know, I'm doing APQ a lot, trying to get apples I haven't gotten yet in like close to 10 runs. But anyways, and that's all from me. See you guys next time.